So after self-unfoldment, you take up the study of Tattva Bodha, in which this particular topic comes, Jivan Mukta Kaha. Who is the Jivan Mukta? Jivan Mukta means one who is free and fulfilled, peaceful, even while living. That is the topic here. Okay. So the Buddhist word Mukta means free. Free. Jivan means living. One who is free while living. Swamiji, we are living in a democratic country. We are also free in living only. We can do whatever we want. That is not the Jivan Mukti. So the understanding should be clear that here in this particular, the definition is given. Yata devoham purushoham brahmanoham shudroham asmidi drida nishchayas tadanaham brahmanah na shudraha na purushaha na kintu asangaha Satchidananda Swarupah Prakasha Rupah Sarva Antaryami Chidakasha Ruposmi Iti Dadanistaya Rupah Aparoksha Jnanavan Jivan Muktaha. Aparoksha Jnanavan Jivan Muktaha means one who has direct experience of the truth is called a Jivan Mukta. Direct experience of what? Aham chidakasha rupaha iti drida nischaya swarupa aparoksha jnanavan. I am the Chid Akash, I am the space of consciousness, meaning no end, no limit. I am eternal presence. That direct experience alone ends all your doubts. Any ambiguity, any hesitancy, any lack of clarity would stop you from achieving the final bliss. See, for example, do I need to tell you what happens, or that do I have to tell you that sleep is a blissful state? Do I need to tell you? How many of you say, yes, Swamiji, please tell us? All of us know, from the time we are born till today, regularly, ceremoniously, every day, we go to the experience of sleep. Correct? Any exception? Not only human, all other living beings also. Tree also sleeps. Insects also sleeps. Mosquitoes also sleep. Even though in the night they will disturb you and they will go to sleep. But every living being must have the experience. And so all of us know what is blissful sleep, a peaceful sleep. Is it your experience or somebody else's experience? My own experience. I don't need anybody to tell me what that blissful sleep, peaceful sleep is, right? In the same way, what is freedom? What is the ultimate freedom? The ultimate freedom is where the mind is there but not there. It is like, as Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa would say, on a bright sunny day, how do you see the presence of the moon in the sky? It is there. It's not there. It is there. You have to look for it. I can see the bright sun here. Where is the moon? You will find in one corner of the sky, very vaguely, that moon is present there. Not there, but it is there. In this, what is moon? Reflection of the sun. Moon is also a planet, all right. But its brightness comes when everything becomes dark. But when everything is dark, it is reflecting the sunlight. Right? In the same way, mind becomes active when your intelligence becomes dull. Intelligence here means correct knowledge. Though it is a borrowed light. Moon is a borrowed light. Similarly, mind is a borrowed intelligence. But most of us act from the mind, not from the buddhi. Most of us act according to our wish, not by our wisdom. Knowledge, when practiced correctly, becomes wisdom. When knowledge is not practiced, when it remains only as an information, mind takes over. In other words, mind predominantly occupying the personality means that person lacks wisdom, meaning practice of knowledge. Manaha eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho bandhaya vishaya asaktam moksham nirvishayam smritam. When the mind is attracted towards experience of pleasures, etc., forsaking the knowledge, it is bondage. बुद्धि जानता है, बुद्धि knows, but मन न मानता है. बुद्धि जानता है, मन न मानता है. वही है हमारा. Our person condition is that only. Buddhi knows, mind doesn't listen. So what we need to do is to make our buddhi brighter and powerful. And how is we doing that? So therefore, presently what we are thinking, aham deha, I am the body. All right, based upon the body, what do you say? Aham purusha, I am a human, or man or woman, whatever. Aham brahmana, again, you brought immediately another one. Caste. Arey Baba, wahi hai problem. Even in this country also they brought that. Brahmana, Shudraha, ityadi dridhanishchaya tata naham. As much as we presently holding on to the physical body, thinking that I am this, I am a man, I am a human, I am a Brahmana, I am a Kshatriya, etc. How we are branding ourselves based upon our physical birth and the family in which we are born, etc. How we are so concretely identifying that. In the same way, you must concretely identify with your inner self, which is Naham Brahmana Shudraha, Naham Purusha, Kintu Aham Asangaha Paramatma, Satchidananda Swarupaha, Prakasha Rupaha, Sarvantaryami, Chitakashaha. This shift of attention from your external appearance to internal presence. You buy a book for its cover or the content? Do buy a book because the book is very attractive looking, therefore I buy it. Is it so? It's not a buying like a sari. You buy a book based upon who is the author, what is the subject matter, and how is it is presented. Based upon that, in the same way, don't go by your external appearance or anybody's external appearance for that matter. There is a Subhashita, very interesting. Rupamichati Kanyaka, Kulamichati Mataraha, Vidyamichati Pitaraha, Mishtanamichati Idaraha. You know, a girl, when it is getting married, she likes the boy good looking. The mother is interested in the family. Father is interested in the education or profession. Itaraha, others, mishtannam ichanti. They only want good food at the marriage. So even how was the marriage? Very good. The food was really good. Right? Who got married? That's a good question. I went to the marriage, all right. They don't even attend the marriage. Went straight to the dining hall. So how mindless it would be. In the same way, you don't buy the book based upon the cover, the design of the cover. So too, do not look at yourself as a mere external warp of wrapper. If anybody is giving you a gift, are you interested in the cover that is there covering that gift? You're so eager to tear it apart like an Narasimha avatar and then find out what is inside, right? Similarly, what is within you? What is you? Once you get that understanding, aham na brahmana na purusha na kshatriya aham chidananda rupa paramatma prakasha rupa aham. This knowledge is solid and everlasting, continuously there. Such a person is a Jivan Mukta. What is the advantage of gaining this knowledge? He doesn't look at anybody from their external appearance. He will deal with everyone around him, all living beings, not only human, from that standpoint. And therefore, that Ananda Swarupa Paramatma Aham iti yo janadi sarvatra api tadeva pashyadi yaha, he who sees that alone everywhere, tasya kashokaha kam mohaha. How can there will be shoka and moha for such a person? Ekatvam anupashyataha. Therefore, all the likes and dislikes and prejudices and anger and frustration, all these discrimination that we do in our life and then hold certain people closer to us, hate some people and stay far away, all this will go away. Such a person, like a breeze, he will move around. Neither attached to anyone, asangaha, that's what he says, asangaha aham, nor neither attached, nor he is away from everyone. Bhagavan Krishna says, Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshyosti na priyaha. Neither anybody dear to me, nor anybody is hated by me. I'm same. क्योंकि मैं सब में एक जैसा रहता हूं. ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृदयेषु अर्जुन तिष्ठति. Yes, one single presence alone is there in all living beings. He who has directly experienced that and living like that is a Jivan Mukta. Now, the interesting point is, today I was discussing on this on Panchadashti chapter 6. Knowing is one thing, intellectually knowing. But when it comes to living, a Jivan Mukta Purusha, a person who has gained this correct knowledge and freedom, how does he interact with people? Does he not see a man as a man, woman as a woman, dog as a dog, cat as a cat? Does he not see that? He will. But he will not take that too seriously. Eyes will report whatever it reports. Like you are traveling in a desert and you are in need of water, you're thirsty. Yonder you see a oasis. You'll be so excited. You run towards that to get the water there, only to find out it is mirage. It appears to have water, but there is no water there. No, optical illusion. Now, having realized that there is no water, you will not seek water there, but would your eyes stop seeing that illusion? Will it or not? It will, right? It will still see the illusion of the water there, but you know in your mind it is not there. So too, a Jivan Mukta, when he lives in this world, his senses will still report all the differences that one has been seeing. But one has a very clear understanding. This is not true. Therefore, he will act like anybody else, but not react the way others do. There is no internal response based upon this discrimination. He will put if he puts a hand in the fire, it will also be hot only. Because that is the response of the senses. It will react. So knowledge gives you the clear understanding of the illusion of things. But the vision of the eyes and ears and nose and tongue, whatever they report, will be the same. He will not take them to be real. As much as when you go to a Disneyland or any other such thing, you go into one of these, the what you call virtual reality event, or you go there, enjoy that, come out knowing very well it was a 10 minutes of madness. That's all it is. You don't take it too real. Today I was asking the students today, saying that if somebody is dreaming, and you go and tell that person you are not a dreamer, you are a waker, you are really, this is only a dream, will you take him seriously? Yes or no? If you're dreaming and I come inside your dream and tell you that it's a dream, will you believe me? You're not saying anything. पागल है क्या? Because for you the dream is so real, and so if I say this is a dream, first of all you ask, who are you? Are you part of my dream or outside this? If you're part of my dream, think about it. If you are part of my dream and you are saying that this is a dream, it is not real. You are also not real then. But if I happen to have a faith in the word of the person, probably he's true that it is real, it is a dream. Only then you start inquiring the reality of the dream. If you don't take the words of the gurus or the scriptures or the spiritual masters who have come out of the dream and therefore wanting to help us when they come to tell us this is a dream, if you happen to have the faith in their words, you will come out. Why? Because they are giving you a thread to come out. Pick up the thread and come out. If you say, I think these people have no other work to do. You will remain there. No freedom will be possible. So how does one say, aham na brahmanaha, aham na kshatriyaha, aham na purushaha, kintu aham satchidananda rupaha, prakasha rupaha, antaryami rupaha. How? That is only when such a person takes the words of the Guru very seriously, even without any iota of doubt. Why should he unnecessarily brush to me? What is the reason? What's the purpose of he telling me this? Does he benefit anything out of it now? Then so Shastra eva pramanam, Guru Vakyam eva pramanam. So Jivan Mukta has taken the Shastra, taken the Guru Vakya as true, and had followed the teaching and come to realize that what was said by the Guru, by the Shastra, by the great masters as real, thereafter, even if he gets back to the dream, how does he see the dream? How does he look at the events of the dream? Knowing that it is a dream, how will he look at it? Huh? Will he take it seriously? Yes or no? Yes? He will play with us. He will be dancing with us. He will be doing all that laughingly. That's what Krishna was. Laughing all the time. Arjuna, what is the problem you are doing? Understand, your thinking is wrong. Not that there is a problem there. I'm going to kill. Who? Whom are you killing? Illusory characters? They're only characters, right? They're not real. So to make Arjuna come out of that dream of his own illusion, Bhagavan Krishna has to speak 700 verses. At the end of it, finally he said, okay, now I told you enough. And you think whether you want to come out or not. So Jivan Mukta is one who has aparoksha anubhutavan, aparoksha anubhuti, aparoksha jnanavan, sorry. Aparoksha jnanavan. Para aksha means according to others. Apara aksha means not according to others, my own understanding. Aparoksha jnanavan. One who has immediate personal knowledge about this. Jivan Mukta. And if at all in our life we are able to come across such a Jivan Mukta, I'm telling you, that's the greatest of Bhagavan's blessings. Bhagavan's greatest blessing. Because it's very rare to come across a person of this knowledge. Paroksha Jnana, everybody has got. Aparoksha Jnana. Paroksha Jnana means studying in the book and other things, and thereby declaring or talking about what is said in the books to discuss with others. So many people are there. But one who has a personal experience of that, to get such a person with us, extremely difficult. And if at all anybody gets, Upanishad says that a person who has such an experience, when he says, you will get it. You cannot go wrong. Acharyavan Purushaha Veda. A man who gets the correct teacher, who has gained the personal experience, and when he teaches, you cannot but understand. So that is the beautiful goal pointed out. Otherwise, what happens is, moksha, if it is only after death, Nobody will go to study then. Because everybody is going to die anyway. मोक्ष मरने के बाद हो जाएगा, मृत्यु के बाद हो जाएगा. Then why do you need to study anything? Or if you say if you study you will die, then also you will die. कब मोक्ष मिलेगा? मृत्यु समय में. अच्छा, so नहीं पढ़ेगा. And I don't need to study. Or if you study, you will immediately, moksha means death, then nobody will study. ऐसा नहीं है. जीवन अपि, even while you are living, you can be released. Even such people who have released, meaning who have become free, even though they live, why do they live? Prarabdha vashat. Their prarabdha karma, the result of their past actions, are still giving them enough time to live in this physical body, only to help others to understand this knowledge. That is so our rishis and munis who have lived even after their enlightenment gave this knowledge to the students and they wrote it down. That is what we have as Upanishads. Jivan Mukta Vakyas, or their own statements only, are Upanishads. Meaning, having experience, they say, this is the way to go about. And they have passed it on to their at their time to the students. And then they successively, every generation learned from the previous generation. That is how it has come to us today. If the Jivan Mukti or liberation while living is not possible, then this knowledge would not have come to us. They only conveyed that knowledge as useful to the world. They never attributed that knowledge to themselves. That's why you do not find the name of any of those great masters who gave the knowledge. Many of them are pseudonyms. They are not real names, or because they never had identification anymore about their own physical body or their personality while they gave out the knowledge. It is not one person's commandment, instructions. No, a collection of wisdom from many, many, many thousands of people over thousands of years. It is not a one, what do you call, one messenger of God, and whatever he said alone is true. It doesn't work like that. It is not one person alone is given that privilege to speak about the existence of God. No, everyone is equally eligible to experience this, and therefore many masters have come to speak that, and the collection of their wisdom is what we know as Vedanta or Upanishads, not somebody else's opinion. Over a period of many thousands of years. So thus we have here the Jivan Mukti. That is the definition that is given. Any questions? Understand it correctly, you're asking when does the Jivan Mukti does take place? What is the process, right? Correct? Because it's not very clear, that's why. Okay, so now we see, when does a leaf, a flower would become a fruit? It's not overnight. It's not all of a sudden. It is going through a process of maturing itself. Correct? Maturity of knowledge alone can give you that mukti. It is not over suddenly somebody touched me and I become mukta. Stay far away from such people. Because if somebody touched and they become mukta, another touch will go mukta only. It is a slow but sure maturity that takes place over a period of time upon thinking, contemplating, and refining oneself within and without. Not only within, but without also, outside also. It's a process that one has to go through, no doubt. That is, that's why jnanat evatu kaivalyam. The liberation is not an accident. It is not merely an instant. It is a result of a travel, a destination. A travel that is to be undertaken and by the individual, going through various steps of progress, especially in the form of right clarity about oneself. Because our past habits being so strong, our knowledge gets a back seat. Our experience takes the front seat. Our experience means our worldly, habits and routine. That's why I said the mind overtakes the intellect very often. So when we consciously bring the knowledge into action, knowledge into practice, then alone mind will lose its strength. The habits will slowly die away. The vasanas will slowly weakened. And therefore, such a person, when he lives moment to moment, he clearly proceeds towards his own inner freedom rather than settling down for immediate urges and indulgences. It is not that he will deprive himself, but he understands why that is not necessary. That is the reason why Bhagavan Krishna has said, it is not one lifetime. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan man prapapyate. Over many lives. But the journey should not stop. So how much we have learned now in this life, if only we can practice to the extent we can, it's a step forward and you will not fall back. And hopefully in the next birth is proceeding from where we have left behind. And not you will fall back. And that helps you over a period of time. When the correct steps are taken, you will reach the destination. Is that clear? Yes. And interesting thing is, as you proceed, your freedom already would be seen. You can already start seeing the freedom. See, when you give up, it's a anger. Let us say you are angry for little things, that's your habit. And you recognize that this is not necessary for me, that I should not get angry for small things because it is only disturbing me or not helping me in keeping my mind calm. So I'm not going to pay attention on all the small pinpricks of life. Let it go. So you will find by just letting them go, you attained freedom or peace quickly, at once, overcoming such things. So as one proceeds maturely about this, the freedom you are seeking, you are already claiming it. If somebody said this, somebody didn't say this, I expected this out of that person. Oh, I didn't expect of these things should not stop you. So when you understand these are all not to be taken too seriously, you have claimed your freedom. Right? Yeah, slowly, becoming more and more free from yourself by yourself. That is the technique great masters have developed over a period of time. How to free oneself from oneself. Then The world need not have to give me freedom. I already claimed it.